My man, you know what I mean, Jarmel Reece. I'm so happy to have you on, man. For some strange reason, this interview is like long overdue, my brother.
Hey, no doubt, man. We've been trying to do this for the last. It's just been crazy, right?
Yeah, it really is, man. I didn't have time to do my hair and none, but I made sure to shower up and everything else for you.
No doubt, bro. No doubt.
So check this out. So check this out, man. You're hailing from St. Louis. You know what I mean?
Doubt.
You know what I mean? The Big L, the Big Lou. And a lot of people, when they think of St. Louis, they think of, you know, the St. Lunatics or they think of Nelly. But you're coming here with a different format here. My man, you come with some bars. The beats are heavy. And another thing is, too, we were talking earlier, you're right, dead center in the United States. Let's talk about, you know, where you at right now, what's going on around you. And is this like a new change for hip-hop coming out of the Midwest? Because I hear you and I hear a couple others, but, you know, I mean, you on some next things, man. Definitely some next things.
You know what it is? Like I said, it's St. Louis, we're in the middle of the map, so it's like one big melting pot. You know what I'm saying? We able to go south, we able to go east, we able to go west, and we able to get everything inside of it. You got to always think about music. Motown, the Midwest, it's just Midwest. You're able to travel and be able to be a lot more different places in the Midwest. And then actually, it's funny that you talk about like the Nelly and Chingy type of things, you know what I'm saying, that came from here, because my actual producer produced Chingy. So the track star, so, you know what I'm saying, one of my guys, Sham, who's been working with me with my project. So that's who all my beats come from. So we're creating a new sound from St. Louis that's actually different from what you guys heard back in that time, where it's like now this is what we got.
Did you grow up listening to Chingy and Nelly and the whole rest of them down there? Obviously.
Well, you know, of course you didn't have a choice at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was everywhere. I mean, shoot. Everybody was listening to it worldwide. You didn't have a choice. And so we didn't, you know, it was just, but the thing of it is even at that time, St. Louis still had a melting pot. It's like you got a bunch of guys that's a bunch of MCs here that can really, really rap. And you got your guys that can make songs and do stuff like that. So it's always been like this. How
did you get the name Jarmel? Who named you? Is that your birth name?
Yeah, that's my birth name. So, you know what I'm saying? Once you know, it was unique in its own way. And then I started being able to break down the name, and it was blessed by God, you know. So, you know, I went through a bunch of different rap names and all that different type of stuff, but the best name you can have is for yourself, is the one you already got, you know what I'm saying?
Now, you've worked with Sham, right? A multi-platinum producer, produced for Janet Jackson, Ludacris, Chingy, and many others. Right? Yeah. Was this back in 2007? Tell us a little bit about that. How'd you link up with such a big producer?
Man, so yeah, this is the guy that was telling, you know, this is Grammy nominated producer. Man, I just met him really through a friend, somebody that I went to school with, and he was doing music with him. And then so I do videos as well. I edit videos, and he needed some videos edited for an artist that he had. And he had asked me if I knew how to do some stuff, and I kind of like lied or whatever and said, yeah, I knew how to do it. And then I found out how to do the stuff, right?
You know?
Right? I found out how to do stuff.
Being self-taught is so much easier. You know what I mean? There's no problems. You learn on your own pace. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah. And so after that, man, it was crazy because he was like, all right, yeah. And I ended up getting the work done, and the work ended up coming up good. And we started working together with videos. And he was like, man, I'm going to start throwing you some music. And it kind of organically started happening. It wasn't a thing where we was going into it looking for anything. It organically happened, and man, ever since then we've been making music.
So how was it in the studio with Sham? You know what I mean? Was it nerve-wracking at the beginning? Because come on, man, he's working with Janet Jackson and all that.
Man, it was easy. It was easy. It was like, it's some of the easiest work ever, man. The dude is incredible. The dude is a genius. He had just come in with an idea and be like, hey, I got an idea. Boom. I laid a track down, and it's like, it was easy. It wasn't a tussle. It wasn't hard. It was just organically happening.
I was just about to say that if you're working with a platinum artist like that with Janet Jackson, you don't got to worry about your sound. You just got to worry about your performance. You know what I mean?
That's it. So yeah, just come to the studio and do you, and everything else is going to happen. The magic is going to happen. We know how to do that in our sleep. So yeah.
So you got millions of downloads here worldwide. You released a song or an album called The Holy Bible. You know what I mean? What's going on with that? And there's not too many artists talking about the Bible these days. So I
Well,
think you should revamp that actually.
hey, you know what? The crazy part about it is so like, I did it and it was like the book of Eli, right? So the thing of it is that you are your own Bible. You know what I'm saying? My grandma used to always be that if if nobody's ever read a Bible, you should be one. You should be a walking one, you know what I'm saying? For people to be able to understand exactly what it is to be in that righteousness, you know what I mean? And so it's not even in a thing, to me, it's not even a religious thing. It's just like, all right, since you guys relate more with the Bible, here's what you should be as a walking, testament to everything, you know what I mean?
Do you believe in how can I say this, fasting? Because right now I'm fasting. I just woke up, I'm right into the interview. Had a little bit to eat. But do you believe in fasting, cleansing the soul and the spirit? Because I believe so.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's my actual thing. I'm into spirituality. I'm more into cleansing the souls. Actually, I did a 21-day fast, just all water. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely in the fast, and I'm actually a vegan. I actually sell, actually more than just doing music. I actually have natural products that be able to help people with fasting, detoxing, mind clearing. I got Gano, I do sea moss, I do all that different type of stuff. So, man, I'm more of a holistic type of person anyway, man. I think that's how we got to heal ourselves.
Guess if you named your release the Holy Bible, are you into spirituality? Are you into the Bible?
Well, so I'm more into the spirituality part of it. You know what I'm saying? And the more you got to go within to be able to find out what it is that you need to be able to find. You know what I mean? Even the Bible tells you in the beginning. It says, "Seek ye the kingdom of the God. Seek ye the kingdom of God from within." It doesn't tell you to go outside of yourself. It always tells you to go back in. It never tells you. The Bible always tries to relate you back to yourself to be able to deal with you. So I think if anybody really starts digesting whatever book that you want to do, you start finding the answers when you start going in anyway.
Now you're actually into fashion, right? The nine collection. Tell us about the 9 collection.
So the 9 collection is actually my shoes that I have. You know what I mean? I've actually in these days of time as an artist, man, you gotta be doing more than just doing music. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot more things than music. So I have shoes that are actually on my collection. So you can go to my Jarmel Reece.live and be able to get them and purchase you a pair of shoes, man. They the coolest pair of shoes you will ever be able to see. They handcrafted by me, man, like super dope. And just taking that independence and being a brand instead of just being an artist.
Do you see yourself going over to the motherland, to Africa, with your products? Because right now, a lot of our brothers and sisters, they're looking for business, store owners. You know what I mean? You could even be sending your products over to another store over there. Are you thinking about something like that? Not just Africa, like worldwide.
Worldwide, man. I actually, my goal is, and my dreams is to be able to hook up with distributors worldwide to be able to get products and get things over to people. Because at the end of the day, man, we gotta understand that this food and everything that we're doing is killing us, and it's also making us think in a way that we don't even know that it's clouding our minds up, man. And the moment that we change the way that we eat, the way that we feel, and the way that we're doing about ourselves on the inside, it'll start reflecting on the outside. And all this other stuff that we got going on will be just looking at as nonsense.
So y'all must be happy down in the United States right now, because right now I'm up in Ottawa, Canada. You know what I'm saying? Right now you're tuning to the Majic Show, hosted by yours truly, Majic Mike. But y'all must be happy that Trump is out of office right now. Y'all must be happy.
Hey, look, let me tell you something, man. I'll be all the way honest with you and tell you something real talk, man. I don't get involved in any of that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, politics is politics. It never changes at the top. It only changes at the bottom. The face only changes. So it's not the agendas and all these different type of things, man. This isn't what everything is. You know, I let everybody else on the ground deal with that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, those are some smart words you could say, because I don't really pay attention to all that either, right? But when it's in your face every day and you're looking at it, you know what I mean? And another thing too is a lot of people say, you know what I mean, we don't really, vote people in. They're already voted. They're already chosen. What do you feel about that? No, not even just that. How do you feel about the whole system right now going in the whole world, and specifically in America where you are with the whole Black Lives Matter? And, you know what I mean? Like right now, we know the real reason of Black Lives Matter, right? But what's your intake? What's your intake?
My intake is this, man. For years we always talk about we always talk about we got to get out and vote. We got to get out and vote because people died for us, right? And that's what the whole black race, we always say people die for us, but we also know that people didn't die for us to continue to be ignorant. And so what you have to do is sometimes, and this is just American in general, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be able to take it's like dating, right? We need to take a break.
Black Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter and everything going on down there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your intake on that.
I mean, the intake on it is that, you know what I'm saying, we have to always stop looking at all these outside things of everything, man. It's time to be able to, we all need a break. Like, even with the presidents and all this different type of stuff coming in and all this stuff, man, it's time for us to start really looking at ourselves and really just change the narrative of what it is that we're doing. We're trying to pick the lesser of two evils. Like, hey, well, I'm going to vote for him. I'm vote for him. Well, evil is evil, you know what I'm saying? And you can't keep picking a side of evil, you know what I mean? We need to take a break. And we always sit around and talk about how we vote and we do these things because people died for us. Well, they didn't die for us to be ignorant and continue to keep doing the same things over and over again. They also died for us to be able to use our brains and be able to take a break. And if we want to sit this one out, then we should sit it out.
Of course. Now, you got this brand new track. I premiered it a few weeks ago here on the Majic Show every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on Live 89 FM, and also on Saturdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern on Live 89 FM. Get the app and go to www.live89fm.com. I got people Bluetoothing it to their cars. You know what I mean? If you got like a smart TV, or even like if you got Apple in your car, if you got Android in your car, you could always download the app right there. But we played this track. Okay, we got phone calls coming in over my phone. Hold on a second. We played this track called Energy, right? And it was very powerful. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this right now. We're actually going to spin this again, but we're going to get it officially spun by you. Tell us about Energy. Tell us about this track.
It just came from a place where, man, I was just the biggest thing that we have here on this earth is our energy. It's all ran off of energy. It's all an energy source, God, whatever the source of the universe, whatever everybody wants to call it. It's an energy source. And the main thing that's being took in here is your energy, drawing it to TV, drawing it to work, drawing it to this, drawing it to that. And I was just tired, man. And I was like, man, you know, I'm tired of everything just taking my outside energy and give that energy back to myself, because we have lost the total disconnect from us and everything else. The first thing you're taught here, as soon as you're put on earth, is to love other people. And you learn to look outside of yourself so much, and you never get a chance to even go back and look back and be able to begin to even be able to know when and how to even love yourself. So that's energy. That's energy. And so you got to get back to that energy and going back to that energy back to you.
All right. So what is your social media? How can they get a hold of you? Right. Is there anything last you want to say to the world right now?
Man, I'm going to just say this. If you want to get in touch with me, everything is Jarmel Reece. Jarmel Reece, Reece. Everything. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, JarmelReece.live. If you want to be able to get interviews, you want to be able to get, I also do spiritual healing and different things like that as well. You know what I'm saying? I said the natural products, we got shoes, we got everything. And then also just to the world, man, just be looking out for that energy, man. I'm just going to keep on dropping something that's going to be something crazy and epic. It's going to be, it's epic. Energy.
And who produced this track?
Sham.
Oh my God, a multi-platinum, you know what I mean, recording artist, a recording producer who's produced Janet Jackson and a whole list of them. Come on, man. You talk to Chingy and Ludacris?
Man, I've actually, you know what? I've had conversations with Chingy multiple times, you know what I'm saying? Actually doing some, you know what I'm saying? We've been in the studio a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? We haven't done any records yet, but you know, everything happens when everything's supposed to be able to happen, man.
Of course.
I like I like making organic music, you know what I'm saying, where it just comes together. So, yeah, man. But I haven't got a chance to meet Ludacris yet, but that'll be coming in soon too.
The way the game's going right now, energy, he's definitely going to hear it. Here's his track Energy by Jarmel. My man Jarmel Reece with Energy right here on the Majic Show. And Majic Mike, better get your coffee before you do any interviews.
No doubt.
All right, here we go in the mix. Thank you so much, Jarmel.
Yes, sir. My man.
Majic Mike in that mix. COVID digital takeover. Either you roll with it, it's going to roll against you. Thank you so much for the love and support. Majic Productions had to make some big changes. You know what I mean? Before, it was like Majic Mike was in the water. He was swimming. You know what I mean? Now Majic Mike is going over hurdles, going over walls. You know what I'm saying? Look out. 2021, literally, it's a whole new ball game. And Majic Productions, we're rolling with that ball. In the mix. One.